Hey Cancer, this is your tarot reading for the month of April. Cancer. Um, I feel like the spread is just a continuation of the energies that you guys have been dealing with. Where do I begin? I actually don't feel like the energy coming from this spread is necessarily bad, but there is some negative energy in it. Okay, let me get my thoughts together. So Cancer, I feel like, again, as per usual, when it comes to any readings that I do for Cancer, I always feel like there's a lot going on because usually Cancers have a lot of emotions. Like they have a lot of feelings, a lot of emotions. And for Cancer and for water signs in general, like for them, their feelings are reality. So when they feel something very strongly, they have the ability to make you feel it too. And I kind of feel like that's kind of an energy that's in here of you guys having strong feelings about something. And instead of using your words, you are emotionally, you're sending emotional vibes to somebody so that they can feel something. Like somebody will feel like this negativity coming from you, but it's not something that you're willing to address because you don't want to take responsibility for the fact that you have these negative emotions. A lot of you would never admit to somebody that you're kind of envious of them. So instead, you're just like sending them waves of negative energy. For some of you, in a more mundane way, I feel like some of you need to move. Some of you either have moved or you will move because you want to put your family in a better neighborhood or in a safer, and I don't want to say better, but in a safer neighborhood. I feel like some of you um, live in a neighborhood or in a location where it's not that safe. And it doesn't even have to be the hood. For some of you, it is. Some of you, you might live in an urban neighborhood and you want to move for your family. You might have children and you want them to go to better schools. You want them to live in a neighborhood where they don't have the upbringing that you have. Some of you, it's not that the neighborhood isn't safe. I feel like some of you may have something going on and you're just trying to protect your family. Some of you may not be safe and you're trying to, you need to move somewhere for the safety of your family. For some of you, this is a thing where you may need to travel. There may be like a loss, the loss of a family member, and some of you may travel to pay your final respects. It's a lot going on, and like I said, these energies play out in many different ways. I'm just giving you guys some scenarios that I feel like these are playing out. I feel also to kind of get back to the way cancers like send people energy. I feel like too this is a problem. And I feel like some of you might be feeling like you feel like bad luck follows you, or you feel like negative things are always happening to you. Some of you might even feel like death follows you. And some of you have not identified um, that it is your own internal energy that is doing this. Some of you have like a mentality um, that you would never do anything for someone unless somebody is doing something for you. Like some of you have like a thought process or a belief, and again, a lot of times it comes from certain environments. Like if you were raised in a certain environment, some of you um, just may have this mentality of, nobody's going to get over on me, nobody's going to take advantage of me. And even though you may not be in that environment anymore, some of you still have that mentality. And for some of you, this is just something that's just in you. It has nothing to do with the environment that you come from. Some of you just have this mentality of like, um, just kind of like a predatory mentality of like, I have to take and I don't give unless somebody is giving to me. And for some of you, like, this may feel fair to you, and sometimes it is. Sometimes it is, when you're conducting business, or it depends on how you're moving your energy. That is correct to go. In all fairness, if I'm giving you something, you need to give me something. But in a more broad context, some of you are just entirely too selfish with your energy, and you take and you take and you take, and something has to come along and collect what you've been taking, because you don't give it out anywhere. So for some of you, like I said, it's your own internal thought process. It's the way you think about things and the way you process things, your own internal logic that keeps the energy around you weird. Sometimes your energy is meant to be shared freely, not with everyone. Like, again, it's necessary to have boundaries. It's necessary to um, have strong boundaries. But even with boundaries, like I said, sometimes there are still opportunities that you can take to share your energy, just because that's healthy. It's like only taking a breath in but never exhaling. You can't live like that. You can't always breathe in, breathe in, breathe in. Eventually, you have to breathe out so that way you can breathe in again. Cycles. I really feel like now that we are leaving Pisces season, I'm just really picking up Aries season, starting with people wanting to um, really identify their patterns, really identify the things that keep them in certain situations, actively doing things to um, shift the energy in your life. And I feel like this is what some of you should be doing. Some of you really need to shift the energy in your life. Like I said, some of you just are always taking in and find it hard when it comes time to release. And like I said, that should be like a natural process. There should always be opportunities for you to give freely without expecting anything in return. Um, for some of you, I feel like some of you have identified certain people in your life that are an issue, that are a problem. Um, some of you, like I said, there may have been a situation with money. Like I said, this may have been a continuation from situations from last month that I spoke on about not trusting certain people when it comes to taking financial advice. And I think some of you have identified certain people in your life that, not that they're horrible people, but they just have bad ways that you don't necessarily want to have around you anymore. You want to be around people that, you know, when it comes to the things that you consider important to you, you don't want to keep leaving it in the hands of people that are just going to bullshit you, or don't take the things that you take seriously. You don't want to play around like that anymore. And some of you may have assumed that because somebody knows that you take certain things very seriously, and they like kind of like played along, but they don't take those things as seriously as you take them, and now you realize that, and you don't want this person around you anymore, because there's certain things, like it may be family or your money, and you don't play around with your family and you don't play around with your money, and you know that like these are issues that you do not play around with. And so you are identifying that there are people that don't take those things seriously like you do. And now you've identified these people and you're escorting them out of your life. Like you are ending these connections. Or somebody's ending their connection with you, however it's playing out. Um, I also feel like some of you, to get back to this energy, I really feel like some of you, there's someone that I feel like that you guys know, that you, um, someone that you have known for a while, like an old friend or somebody that you go back with. Even if you don't know them like really personally, is someone that you know, that you've known for a while. And I feel like intuitively, some of you are picking up that this person is like in a place in their life now where they're going to start to receive their blessings. They're going to start to receive um, abundance and blessings and good things coming their way. It's their time. And some of you intuitively know this, or some of you are seeing this person's life get better. And instead of that, like again, that internal process of, wow, like I'm really happy for this person and they deserve it. They've been chipping away at this for a long time. Um, it's about time, they're coming into their own. Instead of you thinking that, like some of you have this process of like, why them and not me? And some of you don't realize that is like the seed of the toxic shit that you get yourself into a lot. Wanting everything for you, wanting everything to be about you, instead of recognizing that things happen in their own divine timing. Like I said, and this could be happening to you. Somebody might feel this way about you, of like you coming into your own, you finally getting something that you always wanted to get, and they're not happy for you because it's like, well, why them and not me? Instead of like, wow, I'm really happy for this person. Because I feel like whoever this person is, this is about alignment. This is about divine timing. And they're getting what they're supposed to get, and it's not about you. And some of you are sending someone, like I said, those waves of negative energy because you are upset that they're reaping the benefit of certain things, or they're coming into their own, or people are starting to give them recognition, or people are starting to give them control and power, and you don't like it, so you're sending them negative energy. And I just want to urge you to be, if you're doing this, please be careful, because when something is happening in divine alignment, that negative energy could come back to like really whip you. um and again, I just really feel like for some of you that have that toxic thinking, like it would help your overall health to do that, to celebrate other people, and to not like send out these waves of like negative emotion because things aren't happening the way you need them to for you. I feel like celebrating people, or like helping in the process of, I feel like some of you have the ability to help someone in their process of like um of whatever they're doing, like helping somebody in their process of becoming successful, helping somebody in their process of um, achieving goals. And this would help you. But sometimes, like I said, some of y'all have like this toxic inner process to where you wouldn't do that for somebody because you feel like it should happen for you, or you a lot of you have an issue with um, helping someone else to shine. There's a lot, not all cancers, but a lot of water signs um, like for the attention to be on them, and then when it's not, like I said, some of you resort to really toxic behavior. And what I'm picking up is that some of you, um, this is affecting your health, because health, and I've spoken on this a lot of times, but a lot of times people will like nitpick you and bully you over your food choices, or you should be vegan, or you should be eating this, you should be doing that, you should be at the gym 7 days a week, when the reality is health is a mindset. And you can eat McDonald's every day and drink liquor and smoke weed and still be healthier than somebody that's vegan and going to the gym because of your mindset. And I feel like some of you may have some health issues going on because you have something, you have that toxic internal thought process, and where things kind of just like eat away at you. And I feel like this is eating away at your good health. that toxic mentality is eating away at your good health. Or it will, if you continue to send like this negative energy out to people. So for some of you, your health, the way you're feeling healthy in your body would increase if you would just to let go of these bitter feelings. And some of you are learning how to do that. Some of you are learning how to balance out um, feelings of bitterness, feeling of sadness, feeling of, like I said, why them and not me. Some of you are starting to understand divine timing and alignment. And some of you don't want to take stock in the fact that you have, your own accomplishments under your belt. And that's what you should be focusing on. But sometimes y'all will focus on, like I said, why them, not me, instead of like, why not you? Like you have the things this person is about to achieve. Like I really feel like some of you have achieved levels of success, but instead of just appreciating that and wanting to see someone else have that, like I said, just this like inner toxic um, thought process, like I said, that is really unhealthy. And it's, for some of you, it is eating some of you up on the inside. Some of you, envy is something that you really need to address because it's literally eating you up from the inside out. For some of you, this is causing you health problems, and you thinking that, like I said, somebody may be saying, oh, you need to go to the gym. Oh, you maybe need to cut back on meat. Oh, stop eating fast food. Oh, stop drinking. And what you need to do is stop being bitter on the inside. Um, yeah, I really feel like some of you are like, I don't know, I really feel like some of you are like have a great life, and you're just not like, you're too focused on what other people are doing to appreciate your own blessings. And I really feel like spirit wants you guys to like, I really feel like some of you may have an ability um, to help someone out in some way, and you should. Some of you need to release, some of you need to have an abundance of energy. And cancers are very nurturing people. Like I said, when y'all don't have that toxic mentality, y'all can be really helpful in nurturing people and developing people and getting people to do things that they um, might find challenging. Like you guys are good at helping people overcome their fears. Like a lot of you could be using your energy in really great ways. But some of you, like I said, for those of you that have that toxic mentality, you need to learn how to do that. You need to learn how to share your energy. You need to learn how to um, cultivate your energy for good and get over this bitterness. Um, and some of you might hear like divine timing, like, you know what, like that's bullshit. Like, I was expecting something. I feel like this is my time. I was, and this didn't work out for me. Da, 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 da. Again, like when it comes to divine timing, you have to let go. Like there isn't like, divine timing means it'll happen when it's supposed to fucking happen, and not that it's gonna happen when you say. So some of you, like I said, may have had an opportunity that you were expecting to come to you and it didn't, and then you see somebody else like getting an opportunity, and like I said, some of you are in this mentality of like, why them and not me? And what I'm trying to say is like, I really feel like for some of you that is the wrong mentality to have, and you could ruin your own divine timing trying to sabotage someone else's divine timing. And I'm picking up that some of you can't afford to do that right now. Think long and hard about your choices and your intentions. Some of you, your bad intentions are going to have you making bad choices. And I'm really picking up that some of y'all really cannot afford to do that right now. Um, And I do feel like blessings are coming your way. It's just some of you, like I said, get out of that toxic mentality. Get out of why them and not me. Or they don't deserve it and I do. You don't know everybody's journey and everybody doesn't know yours. So some of you, like I said, stay in your lane and focus on you. And celebrate. And like I said, help someone out. Like I said, if you like I said, I really feel like some of you have like a reserve of energy that you could really use helping people, empowering people. But you keep it to yourself because you're trying to see, well, what can I get out of this instead of just, giving your energy freely, especially when it's the energy for your life purpose. We're all here to give energy freely in some way. Not in every way, but in some ways. And some of you need to identify that because you have a reserve of energy that you just have stored up in you. And like I said, because you're not sharing it, it's eating you up from the inside out. Like I said, some of you are breathing in, you're inhaling and you're inhaling and you're inhaling and you refuse to exhale because you're like, well, what am I going to get out of exhaling? The space to inhale some more. And for some of you, and I'm saying inhale, inhale, inhale. And some of you, some of you may be dealing with breathing problems. Some of you may have asthma flaring up or you're feeling tightness in your chest. And like I said, it's bitterness and envy eating you up from the inside. Somebody might be telling you, oh, you need to quit smoking. Oh, you need to quit doing this. And no, you just need to quit being bitter and toxic. Um, those are the vibes, Cancer. Overall, again, this is a general reading. This means general. This doesn't mean I'm specifically talking about you or to you. This is general. If you feel like this has resonated with you in any way and you want more clarity, please feel free to reach out to me for a personal reading. Yeah, these are the vibes this month for you, Cancer. Please like, share, and subscribe. Thanks.